Axie Infinity will potentially bring significant changes to the marketplace as they are planning to raise the fee in order to compensate for the marketing initiative as well as content creator program. So from the key points from this article are: on March 7th, the Axie marketplace fee will update to 5.25%. It is currently standing at 4.25% for those of you that don't know. The adjustment has been made to facilitate Axie creator codes that will give creators a 1% cut of the marketplace volume that they drive, and for transactions that don't have a creator code, the community treasury will keep all of it. So in short, you might be thinking that me as a content creator, I'm clapping for Axie Infinity and praising them that this is a good change, but all of these changes are tentative. Those are not final changes. They are willing to listen to the community feedback. There are a couple of Twitter spaces open as well as Twitch Axie chats that have been hosted over the last days to see how the community responds. I, as a content creator, am fully supporting creator codes, especially for the smaller channels or for creators that don't necessarily have monetary gains from making content, such as art, such as songs, whatever that might be. Those people also drive traffic to the marketplace and to the project in general. So the 1% increase is the biggest change, and that's the change that we need to address. And when it comes to unleashing the creators, we know that without our amazing community of creators, Axie would not have been able to grow as quickly as it has to this point. As a community-driven project, we are proud to see the broad contributions towards educating, onboarding, and culture that our creators have made in our historic movement. They always mention that they are a community-driven project, but yet again, they have dropped this bomb of a change without really consulting it with both content creators or the community. So I think that's a point that they need to improve on if they will keep mentioning that they are a community-driven project. A lot more with the community needs to happen. There needs to be polls, there needs to be some sort of a voting system or a community feedback gathering before such news are dropped. I mean, this is a proposal, as I have said, so this might not move to be a live version as it stands because they are still gathering feedback. To reward and align incentives with our amazing creators, we will be using the increased marketplace fee to launch creator code system. Another thing that we need to think about is, will this simply be a program to shill Axie Infinity for money? Because there simply will be a monetary incentive to recommend teams on channels such as YouTube and Twitch. And I personally have recommended plenty of teams. I have done top meta reviews, I have done scholar reviews, I have done reviews from tournaments or from my own teams, and that was for no monetary gains other than the views that I have from the channel. But there might be some people coming into the community of Axie Infinity seeing that there is a creator code program, and they will start promoting teams that in reality are not really that good, but they want to benefit from the marketplace fee in creator program, right? They want to have more money for them, and those people need to be filtered out. So there has to be some sort of an application program, and this has to be monitored who gets the code. But on the other side, if Axie Infinity team decides who gets the code, and then the program is not really decentralized, then it's still up to Axie Infinity team to decide who gets it and who doesn't. And I'm not necessarily saying that this is bad or good, I'm just saying that this has to be considered. Creator codes will be used to drive a proliferation of Axie content creators across all major social medias by incentivizing creators to supercharge the awesome work that they do. By increasing the marketplace fee to 5.25% on all transactions, we can reward creators who refer new players into the game without having to negatively impact the flow of funds into the community treasury. Now, this is a very broad topic. Within that sentence, we could have a whole video just commenting on that, the economics behind the community treasury, what is a sustainable economy, and how much money has to be transferred over to marketing and content creation. I personally think that having a content creator program is a very good initiative, and it's not because I want more money in my pocket. I think it's safer for the viewers to be associated and incentivized to get monetary gains from a stable project such as Axie Infinity. Because if we settle on this thought that Axie Infinity is the pioneer in play to earn space, and they are stable, and we know that we're not going to get scammed or rug pulled, then it's actually better for content creators to receive gains from Axie Infinity directly than seeking out all the marketing and advertising opportunities from projects that might not be that that secure. And those projects are willing to pay you a lot of money. I personally get a lot of offers for large amounts of money that I refuse because I simply don't know what that project is about. I don't have that much time to thoroughly research those projects and promote them on my channel. So having a monetary incentive from Axie Infinity directly is a much safer option for the public rather than seeking out projects that are recommended as a next gem, next 100x, whatever that might be. That's my take. Honestly, I would be much better off getting money from Axie Infinity rather than having to actively seek out income from other projects which might not be as stable, and that will be the same for newer content creators. But the other side of this coin is, why does the community have to pay for this? Because effectively the community is paying for this. As you make a sale on your Axie, you will be charged an extra % that will go towards content creators if you use the code. And that's another thing. Will you be using the code? Is there any incentive for the buyer to actually use a creator code other than support the content creator, right? I think less than 25% of the transactions will actually have a creator code with the proposal that they have come forward with, because there's no incentive for the buyers to type in that code, which means that 5%, an extra %, will be going to the community treasury. Now, what is the community treasury? The treasury is a shared pool of funds at the heart of Axie's economy. It belongs to all Axies holders. This is a wallet used for capturing and storing all of Axie Infinity revenue. Eventually, it will be governed by all Axies holders. Check it out for yourself on this Ronin Block Explorer. And there's over 21 million Axies in the treasury and over 55,000 ETH. So a thought that you need to understand with the community treasury is that Axie Infinity actually doesn't make revenue from the game, because the only two ways that fee is captured is from breeding. There's I believe a quarter of Axies from breeding goes to community treasury now, and then the 5.25% in the future will be going to the community treasury as well. They get no revenue from it. It is in the community treasury, which then will be voted on later on down the road what that should be used on. So that's a very basic concept of the community treasury. It does effectively go back to Axies holders, as they will have a say on where that money goes to. Now, I'm by no means an economist and how the community treasury should be sustained, whether they could have made a cut from the 4.25% to compensate content creators, or was this increase actually needed? I am in no position to have a debate on that. I need to be educated on that topic myself, but that's just my thoughts on the content creator program. And for those of you that don't know, Smooch or Queen is the marketing lead for Axie Infinity, and he came up with this initiative to have the content creator program, or at least he's on the forefront of it, and he's been very active on Twitter lately. The content creator program was initially going to launch on March 1st, I believe, but they will not launch it because they want to have more time to gather community feedback, which again goes back to the point, if you are a community-driven project, then you should be consulting ideas such as important as raising the fee with your community and with all parties that are affected. And if we jump into these tweets, there are some things that we need to mention, and the first thing is that there will be a Twitter space where people can contact or ask questions that is hosted today. I'm not sure when that video will go out. You might want to watch it back, but it is happening on the 2nd of March, and you can probably, it's probably going to be tweeted about, or I'm going to leave a link down in below. A couple of things that he mentions is he's open to discussion on the following things. So, review of the program draft, who should be eligible? That is a very, very good question, and that is a very good question. Will the team be giving out creator codes to people that have already proven that they're not very big supporters of Axie Infinity, but they do have a following? Will they be getting a second chance effectively to prove themselves because there's money on the line right now, or have they already been crossed out? Who is it up to? Is it up to the Axie Infinity team, or will there be a vote of Axies holders on who gets the code or not? The creator code payout and measurements, again a very important topic. Will this be a linear structure where the rich get richer, or will it be some sort of a very flat, very base level proposal where the smaller content creators have something to work towards and they can level up or progress through this content creator program? We'll have to see how that plays out. There needs to be a code of conduct, there will be a creator tag in the Discord, and a DAO creator council, first steps towards DAO as well. Another interesting tweet after the Axie chat that he had yesterday with Barona, you can see the creator space right here, tomorrow at 8 p.m, which I believe is happening today. Axie chat with Barona was great, you can check that out. They do touch up on a couple of these topics about marketplace fee raising over on Twitch, so you can check that one out, and some potential creator tiers as well as proposals that have been raised by the community. After reflecting on community feedback, we recognize that it's probably out of sync to raise marketplace fee before the launch of creator program, and it is out of sync. It seems to the outside people that it looks like a money grab, because you're effectively raising the fee and you're not rewarding the creators for it. So it's for the community treasury other than anything else. And some proposed principles right here: application and review process based on factors like follow account, portfolio of asset content, quality and quantity, general fit, values alignment, quality of application, and more. So they will be filtering out from what it looks like. They will have the final say on whether you get the code or not. And is that the right approach? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about that? Build a structure that is generally wide at the bottom. That's something that I have mentioned, with a fairly low hurdle for the first tier, but with a clear reward structure for creators at any level. So there should be levels to this, so you have something that you want to work towards, rather than just have a flat fee, let's say. Create a simple structure that can be applied to many different types of creators on many different platforms. And that is true, because not everyone is the same. I'm here making content every single day, and most of it is on Axie Infinity, but some people have a podcast on Axie Infinity and they do it once a week, and those people bring value as well. Some people stream on Twitch, some people do Twitter. All those people need to be included, and one fits all will be very hard to do. Work with the creator community to write a creator code of conduct. Select creators could be bucketed into multiple tiers. Let's see what those tiers are and whether that justifies the marketplace fee that will be increased to compensate for this program. Tier 1, based on deeper calculation of impact using metrics and data points, Discord server, asset package, merge, and a referral code, 1% of Axie transaction in perpetuity. Tier 2, all benefits above plus deeper merge, not really that much to work towards, right? Exclusive first looks and access to marketing briefs ahead of launches. This is a very big one for me, because I'm grinding out daily content. Sometimes they drop news and I have to just simply get out there and start recording it right away, whereas if I had access to it, let's say 24 hours before, I can prepare my content in a more in a better way, simply higher quality, for sure. Access to core team as well as regional growth teams. And then tier 3, all benefits above, creator residency, invites to on-site events, and leaks for the community. So simply just earlier access. Hopefully that doesn't cross the line of insider trading, where people with earlier access, such as the content creators of higher tier, will simply be using that to leverage some advantages, such as purchasing Axies that will get buffed or nerfed or are coming out, such as buying SLP or AXS before the news is dropped. So that will be another worry that has to be taken into consideration. So let me guys know, does a content creator program justify the increase in marketplace fee, or does it simply not, and there should be another way found to supplement this idea, to find money that maybe is already in the treasury to create this program, or is this marketplace fee raise justified? I'm not sure. There's a lot of questions to ask, there's a lot of questions to answer before this program goes live, and I hope that the community will not go there and start hating content creators for simply grabbing money from Axie Infinity. And I sincerely hope that we will not see people that simply are here to promote their own teams so that people buy them and they get extra extra percentage on top of that from the content creator code, because that will ruin the whole idea of content creation. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily playthrough and content, and I will see you in the next one.